Hello everyone, it's FARMSIMGUY here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Edgewater and welcome back to Generations. We are back in the big field here. As you can see, we've got an upgrade. We had to get a different windrow. That little one, if you watched the live stream the other day, realised very quickly that it wasn't wide enough for what we needed to do in this field. So we've splashed not much money, just a couple of thousand, but enough to get us a slightly bigger machine that's going to help us get these swaths off the field a lot quicker. I'm just going to run around the edges here, and then I may put a worker on this so we can get in and we can get the baling started. Now, one of the issues I've got here, obviously you can see around the edges, the swaths are too far apart, so we're going to have to... What I'm trying to do here is basically get it away from the edge of the field a little bit, which will help. But once we're on the up and down rows, it should be a lot easier. I think maybe cutting it down to a couple of headers here, or headlands, will be good. We'll get rid of this. We'll do this manually, and because obviously we're putting the bales in a trailer, we don't have bales lying on the headlands, which become a real pain when you're trying to turn with a baler. You could be crashing into them. So by doing it this way, with that little notch trailer, gathers up all those loose bales, it definitely helps. Now the header, the pickup header, we've said this before, the pickup header on that little baler isn't huge, so you can see the swath is quite big here. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be of a decent enough size that we don't have any issues with that either, but we shall wait and see. But for now, we'll get around here and we'll get a bit of this done, and then we'll go and get the baler. Right, here we go. You can basically see we're merging two of the windrows together, two of the smaller windrows from the combine. It's sometimes taking a little bit from the one next to it, but in essence we're going to cut this down quite considerably in terms of passes on the field, so it's well worth doing. So we're just about to finish the third headland. I did go with the third headland in the end just to give us a bit more turning space in the field, but this guy will then start on the up and down rows, and we can get into the field and get some baling done. Well, that's not taking too long. We've got about 4 minutes left to finish this field, so while it gets those last few rows done, I'm going to go and grab the baler, bring it over. As you can see, we are getting low on light now. It's getting towards the end of the day, so we might not be able to finish all of this today, but we'll certainly give it a go and see how far we can get before it just gets too dark to run anything else. But let's get on with it. So we've still got the baler hooked up to the 4320, and we're heading down to the field. It's quite nice actually at this time of night. All the colours, sun low in the sky over there, and actually you can see the moon. I think it's behind these trees somewhere. But yeah, the weather's being kind to us at the moment. We don't know what tomorrow's going to be like, so we should really make the most of the time while we have it. There's the moon. So let's jump in here now. I'm going to run anti-clockwise round the outside first, and then we'll flip it and we'll go the other way. You can see at the end of the rows here where they've rolled over that third headland, so it's going to make it a bit annoying to pick things up, but we should be alright. We might have to do a little bit of both. Right, baler unfolded, header dropped. Let's see how accurate we need to be. Looks like we're getting everything at the moment. I'm going to run right along this edge. We're going to use the edge of the swath as our guidance. But it's looking good. The bales are launching. Where all systems go. Now it'll be interesting to see how many bales we got off here. And we do have that little frustration that we can't get the trailer close enough to unload these automatically, so we're going to have to do it by hand. Either that or we put it in the hay shed and chop them up, but it kind of negates the purpose of making bales, really, doesn't it? So we'll probably put them into the shed and just have to manually haul them into space. Right. Doesn't leave much more than to just crack on with it then, does it? Right, we've been pushing on, as you will have seen in the montage. We have got quite a full trailer already, and we're only on our second headland. I'm starting to think that I might split this field, do some as bales, and do some with the pickup wagon. We're getting very close to this trailer starting to spill out. There's only a limit to how many bales you can get into it. You go a bit further yet, I think, but not massively far, because they'll just all start falling out. They are just sitting in there loose, so we'll go on for a bit further. We might have to shuffle some around. If we were organised, we could. You could see that one nearly fell out then. We could rearrange them slightly, but there's quite a lot in there already, so if we go and unload this, we'll be on the up and down rows next. I'm going to skip that third headland because it's been chewed up so much. So if we can get round to the end of this headland, that'd be great, and then we can start on the up and down rows. But what I might do is get the other tractor and the pickup wagon set up, maybe with a little auto drive and course play course, and automate the whole thing. In fact, it's still got the course play course loaded from the Windrower, so we can reuse that for the pickup header. But look, we've dropped 2 bales here on the corner. That's what happens when you turn, because the chute ends up firing past the side of the trailer. So we can just pick these up because they are small bales. We can just pick them up and throw them in. Maybe we can put them in some of the spaces that haven't been filled. There we go. Let's grab this one over here too. As you can see, the light is really starting to drop now. I've had to put the lights on as well. So I'm not sure how much longer we're going to run for. But there we go. No, so there's my problem. You see that? Bale out and under the trailer. So I think we will stop here and we will go and get this unloaded for now. There goes another one. See? Yeah. Definitely time to stop. If it wants to stay in there. It looks like it does. The other one further down there will maybe pick up another time when we're on a pass. Right. Let's get this unloaded. Haha. There you go. when you run through the ditch and you're overloaded, this is what happens. Carnage on the highway. Right. Now I should be able to throw them. Right, last one. Those workouts coming in handy. Right, let's try again. Okay. Let's get this as close as we can. Hopefully get some of them unloaded. And then we'll have to manually shift the others. But it won't take long. We're actually driving a little bit into the shed here. But here's a nice touch I found with this that I wasn't aware. Basically, you can unfold the front of it, which makes getting them into the shed a lot easier. So, there you go. You can see where the trigger is. It's literally right on top of us. But just not close enough for this trailer. If this trailer didn't catch on the roof there, we'd be laughing. We'd be able to almost reverse it in. But this doesn't, as you can see, take too long, so I'm not too bothered. And in those days, there was a lot of manual handling of the bales anyway. So we're being true to the generation. How about that? But there we go. Actually, we're done there. But look at our total capacity. 227 out of 250. We haven't got much more space. So, that totally justifies my decision. In fact, we're going to stop there straight away with the baling. And we are going to go and get the rest as hay. Or we could sell. That's our other option. We could sell a load. But, cost-wise, they're worth nothing really. In general terms, so I think we'll go and grab some more. Well, what we'll do, we'll check what we need in terms of hay. So there's not much straw in there at all. 7,944 litres. But equally, we don't really need that much straw. I am in a quandary here what to do. Obviously there's value in the bales. Maybe we just sell them. $18 a bale. Do you know what? We'll do one load. We will do one load and see what it looks like cost-wise. And if it's not worth our while, we might just leave it. Well, regardless of what we do, what our decision is, it's getting a bit late now, and it is getting too dark to really do much more. So I think we will call it there for the night, and we'll come back in the morning, and we'll see what's what. Right, that's all set up for tomorrow. We just need to jump in, turn it on, and get going. We'll run this back to the yard, get it put away, and then we will see you in the morning. Good morning. We are back. It is 9 AM. Now, we said we were going to go and do that baling, so we'll head straight back over there. We'll get that started. And then, I'm just looking at our fields here. They are covered in weeds. We need to think about what we're going to do next in terms of planting in those fields as well. Our corn is looking good over there. Probably another couple of days to go with that. We don't have a corn header either, but our new combine does have corn headers appropriate for it, so we'll grab those as well at some point, hopefully. Maybe that's what we'll use for our earnings from the bales, or the straw. We shall see. Blimey, weeds everywhere. Look at this. Shocking. Right. Let's go. Pick up where we left off. Header is down. Let's go. Right, here we are. We are picking up one of the bales that we lost before. Let's see if we can get that in. Or chuck it right over the top. I think that went in. It did. This is taking a long time, I've got to say. As we've kind of found everything with this series has. It just is really time consuming. With the smaller equipment and the smaller widths, it just takes a while to do stuff. And we're not running at particularly fast speeds here either, so it does take a while. So we'll push on though. We'll get this trailer load done, because I do want to see if it's worth our time. I think I know the answer already if I'm being absolutely brutally honest, but we'll do it anyway, just to double check, because I don't know how many bales are in this trailer, and it doesn't tell you. So we will we'll see how we get on. But with that bale shed nearly full, it seems a bit pointless. Well, we've nowhere else to put them if they're in bale form. Now we could, as we've already discussed, put some into the hayloft as loose hay, which will come in handy just generally to have, I think, around the farm. I think we're pretty close to being full here, by the way. Look at that little load at the top that's balanced. It's kind of sorted itself out there. Might give us a bit more space now. Might get a few more in. But actually on these up and down rows, we've got quite far through the field. Maybe a third of the way. Alright, we've been skipping rows as well, so we work that out. You can roughly work out how many trailer loads there's going to be. I would say maybe around about 6 in total. So it is a lot of bales. But do we need them? That's the big question. That is the big question. Right, we're just keeping an eye on them now as they go in. They do tend to find their space. It's quite good. I do like this trailer. I just like this whole setup, actually. It's a classic. I would say we're only at maybe 1 or 2 bales away from this being to the point where they're starting to fall off each time. But we'll keep firing them in. Like a game of roulette, isn't it? When's it going to go? It somehow seem to keep finding little places to wedge themselves into. But even just the animation, the way it launches the bales into the trailer is great. And there we go, we've lost one there. I mean, I'm going to pick them. I'm not going to leave these lying on the field because they're a little bit randomly placed. But there we go. There's definitely some little spaces at the back where they can fit. We could get we should get to the end of this row easily. Exhaust mod as well, doing its thing, looking really good. Thanks, Vector Man. That really adds a little bit of immersion, which is great. Under load. Right, if the next one falls out, we'll quit. Oh, he's just found himself a spot. And one more. Well, we made it to the end here, which is what we wanted to do. Let me just get lined up so I'm able to get the trailer. But yes. Oh, look at us sliding there. Quite heavy this now with all the bales in. It is a heavy load. Right, let's turn our HUD on. Let's switch to the trailer. Unhitch it. Roll forward with the baler. We'll power that down. We'll unhitch that as well. And we'll run these down to the bale sell. But now, there was $1 difference. So I'm actually going to go to the nearest one I can find. And let's see how much we're going to earn here. When it's full, you get a funny camera glitch. So we're actually driving in cab here. Now I do think the bale sale point is here at the animal dealership. My mistake, it is round the back. Got our unload point here. Please have a good trigger. It has a good trigger. Look at that. Well, $1,472. I take it back. That is worth doing. There's a fair bit of money off that field. Not in real terms, I get it. But in this day and age, that pays for a couple of bits of machinery. To give you an example, our new windrower that we bought was $1,600, so that load of bales has just paid for it. So it is absolutely worth doing. You've sometimes got to shift your mindset that you're not making millions from your crops and things purely because it's just a different era. So let's give it another go. Right, let's get the baler hooked back up. Now the question is, do you bother doing bales or you just sell loose straw? Quantity wise, I'm not sure which is the most. We will do another load of bales and then we'll maybe switch. Right, off we go again. Let's get into it. Now, I think we'll probably call it there for this episode. Probably, it's hard to say. I've been actually recording this for about 3 hours now. I don't know what it'll turn into from a content perspective because it is quite a repeatable process and it's taking a long time. So it may be a relatively short episode, but that's okay. We'll crack on and we'll keep doing this, and we'll come back with a plan for what we're going to do with this field, plus the other 2 fields that we've harvested already, and our corn is nearly ready, so there's still a lot more to do, and I am looking forward to seeing what we can find in terms of new equipment. Now we've rolled into the 70s, there's going to be some pretty cool new equipment on the market, and we hopefully, money permitting, will be able to take advantage of it. We have got a loan as well now from the bank, so we need to be mindful of that as well, but we also have some crops in our bins that we need to keep an eye on and make sure we get the optimal price for those as well. So we'll just keep tabs on things there as well, and make sure we don't miss out on any opportunities there. Certainly 100,000 litres of oats off this field is not to be laughed at. We'll pull something pretty decent out of that, hopefully. We shall see. So there you go. While I pick up bales, we can have a think about what we do next. So thank you as always for watching, for your support. I'm glad you're enjoying this series. I really am as well. It was great to see so many of you there for the live stream as well. So maybe we'll do another live stream or something similar in the not too distant future. But for now, from me, the Farm Sim Guy, thank you as always, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.